Hello and welcome to Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, quick disclaimer, I have played this game multiple times, so this kind of video is going to be a somewhat a tutorial. So I've completely finished the game, and I just want to give a walkthrough because I know that, especially for new people that haven't played a Final Fantasy game before, it can be difficult to understand the mechanics and everything like that. So we're just going to start from Chapter 1, make our way through, and I'll give any tips that I can throughout the whole process so that you can play the game as best as you can. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Get down here, Merc.
And we are in. Okay, so we're gonna start our first battle now, and it basically it tells you what to do in the first place, but there's gonna be a few things that I can inform you on just to make things a little bit easier. So of course, squares to attack. If your controls are different, then obviously it'll change, but
Don't think so.
all in all, it's pretty self-explanatory really. So you've got different modes, which it will explain later on, but if you press triangle, you're going to Punisher mode, where you move a lot slower, but your attacks will be a lot stronger.
Have fun.
You'll also counter-attack melee attacks, but because these people have guns, then you won't really be able to unless you time it properly. Because most of the time, they will just shoot you instead. But it won't be every single time. You kind of just need to learn the enemies, really.
Drop the weapon!
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
So, at the start of a game, we have two abilities. Once I get some ATB, then I'll show you what they are. So, abilities. We've got Braver, which is mainly a physical attack, and Focus Thrust, which is more to stagger the enemy. You'd know about stagger if you've played Final Fantasy 13, but if you don't, the more stagger that someone has, the more damage that you'll do to them. So in this game, it's called Pressure. And it's shown by the orange bar underneath the health points. So you can see they've got a green bar and they've got the orange bar. And because they're pressured, they'll take more stagger damage. Once that orange bar is full, then they'll get staggered. And I think the base rate is 160% extra damage. So of course, it really helps, especially with bosses. Another way to increase the stagger rate is each enemy will most likely have a weakness. So something to keep in mind is machines and things like this will be weak to thunder, and humans, most humans, like the soldiers, will be weak to fire. There is other weaknesses as well.
Deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Really enjoy the work with him.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
So yeah, like I said before, there's loads of different weaknesses. And humans, and I think this dog is weak to fire as well. I'll just show you a counter. So when this dog attacks, as long as you guard him, and you're in the pressure mode, then you should counter-attack. So once he eventually attacks. So you do receive some damage, but it is very minimal.
Here it comes. Looks like you're next.
So yeah, you start with your two abilities, And you've also got fire. These are weak to fire. I'm not going to use it because I don't want to waste my MP. But when we face tougher enemies, then I'll start using magic just to bring them down a little bit.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! And next soon!
If you played the demo, you would have probably seen all of this. I don't think much has changed from the demo, from the full release. So if you do want to give the game a go and you don't want to buy the full game, then I would definitely suggest playing the demo. Because all of this you can get used to.
This way. Huh, not so fast. We've got company.
Should be easy. I see.
So yeah, see, I just counted there. Now Braver, do some damage. Staggered them. And that's killed all of them.
Was never in doubt.
Something to be aware of is in your command menu, it will only show spells like curatives that you can use when out of battle. So if I had Cure, for example, which restores your health points, then it would be my spells. So I have got fire equipped, but I can't use fire because I'm not in a battle. It's the same with items, you can only use stuff that is going to replenish your health rather than stuff that you'll use in battle.
That's that.
Yep. When we pressure the enemy, well, we're a bit strong at the start of the game, but when I can show you, then I'll get into it. With a focus thrust, does a lot of stagger damage, especially when they're pressured. It can completely stagger them, or get it halfway, depends on the enemy. But focus thrust is the way to go for tougher enemies, so you can knock them down from then.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
So we move this forward by talking to Biggs. If you want to, you can talk to the other people, but it's just basic dialogue.
Who's there? Door! Oh, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
So here it will talk to us about the Punisher. Of course, I've already explained it, but anyone that deals melee damage, of course physical, I mean range does the same amount. It's only melee that you can counter.
We're back.
Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out!
Future down the game, there is an ability that you can get where it's called counter strike or counter attack, and then you can block every attack. So you can block magic, you can block ranged, you can block melee, but you've got to use ATB to do it instead of just regular guarding. So you've got to time it properly then.
Good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
Looks like the elevators. Mind pushing that button? So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Tifa and I...
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
So now we've unlocked Barrett, and he's more of a ranged person. You can see by his triangle attack, it's called Overcharge, which does massive damage. The only thing is, it's not a toggle like Cloud's, because Cloud obviously goes into Punisher mode, whereas Barrett will, he just does a massive surge and then it's got to recharge itself. When you hold down square, you can see it does its burst of fire. However, after, when it finishes the combo, it'll do a massive surge as well. So, of course, the more that you hold it, the more damage that you'll do. Barrett also starts with Thunder and Cure as well, so you can cure everyone. But because they're fighting robots at the minute, we should use Thunder, which should do, yeah, it killed it instantly. So yeah, humans, fire, robots, Thunder, generally. I know these are robots, but I'm pretty sure these are weak to wind, and we don't actually have access to this yet. So yep, we'll sort these out. And it's good that when you're not controlling your party, your allies will still do stuff. I'll show an example where even though you're not controlling people, you can control your allies' abilities as well.
This kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Yep, so we'll get through these.
Not too shabby. You're doing good, soldier.
that was embarrassing. But we carry on. I remember doing it once, and I ran through every single one without having to stop. Now, in this next battle, I'll be able to show you properly what your moves can do. And of course, like before, it's a machine, so it will be weak to thunder. So in order to get its stagger up the most, we should use what it's weak against. So, for example, if we use thunder, it'll pressure the enemy. Use focus thrust, it should then stagger the enemy. Braver deals more damage, then we'll use braver. If it all goes to plan. So, going to pushing mode, we'll deal more damage. Once, we'll go to Barret because the ATB only charges quickly if you're controlling the character. So, it's pressured, but we'll use Thunder. Then we'll switch back to Cloud, we'll use Focus Thrust, which instantly staggers because when they're pressured, this is a staggering ability. Now it's staggered. Go back into Punisher mode. If you hold square in Punisher mode, you got Berserk, which you can see underneath Cloud's health. When you got Berserk, I'm pretty sure you deal 10% extra melee damage. So adding Braver with extra 10% will give you more attack damage as well.
What are you, 20-something?
First. Huh? Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
When you go into your commands menu, you can press R2 or L2 depending on which party member you want to select. So, like I was saying before, spells can only be used outside of battle when it's like Cure. So, because Barret's got a Cure, I can use him to use on Cloud. However, you need to be careful of your NP, which is shown at the bottom right, because once you've run out, you can no longer use spells. But to get that back, you use items such as Ether, which will give you MP back. You've got potions, which will give you health.
Target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
And you've also got elixirs, which will do both.
God damn. I can practically taste tobacco in here. Hurry it up.
These boxes, as you can see, you recovered MP with a Mako shard. So now Barret was on 15, now he's on 17. So it doesn't give too much. But if you think about Cure, Cure only costs 3. So you've basically got 2/3 of that back.
Heads up, boys. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck.
So that Phoenix down that we just got, that'll revive someone if they die. And give them a little bit of health back as well.
Sure it wasn't something you ate?
So if you use Barret, because that guy is in the air, use that. And then we can probably use Thunder on this one. And then we'll go back to Cloud. I'm mainly making this video because Rebirth was announced and it's coming out next February. And that's probably like going to be the biggest game within the trilogy. Because if you didn't know, it's going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake, then Rebirth, and then the next title, which I'm not sure what it could be. I was initially thinking it would be called Reunion, but then Crisis Core Reunion came out, so I doubt they'd have the same title. So right now, you kind of want to prepare yourself, so I'm going to just use some potions, so I'm keeping my NP, because we are about to get into a boss battle. So you want to make sure everyone's fully stocked up, and just make sure everything's in properly. So I'm going to just set everyone's... Actually, I'm going to give... Oh, we can't change material yet. That's fine. So Cloud's got fire, and then we'll give Barret thunder. So we'll do this fight. I'll explain it as it's going through.
All right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job! What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
This really has no effect on the game whatsoever, because it probably takes, what the timer's for is to get out of the facility. In the original Final Fantasy VII, you would have, this would like count towards the boss battle as well, but in this game the timer doesn't start till you finish it, so it doesn't really matter. You get a different dialogue every time. It's gonna go 20 minutes.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
But yeah, it really doesn't matter.
You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell?
So, it's a machine, so it's weak to thunder. So if I start with Barret, his overcharge will also increase his ATB quite a bit. So we'll use thunder, which should hopefully pressure it. It didn't pressure it properly, but we'll just keep attacking it. Go into the commands menu, press R2. Oh, it's pressured now. So we'll use focus thrust, which will increase it. Keep attacking, use focus thrust again. Try and get ATB back. We'll use Barret's thunder, which will then increase the stagger a bit more. It's gone up there. It'll start shooting rockets at us. So we just need to kind of dodge and guard. Make sure it doesn't land on you. Go back into pressure mode. And then attack it more. But if we go into pressure mode, if I hold square, we'll get Berserk again, which will increase damage by 10%. And then obviously you can braver, but because the next phase is here already, then we can just carry on. So now again, because now it's got shields. So if you select, press R3 to lock on, you need to select the field generator. And the only way to really get this is with magic. So if we use, because fire spells work very differently to each other. So you need to get behind it with fire, and then we can use it. So we'll get that. With Barret, thunder works from above rather than from the side.
Or go down in flames.
I think the field generator is actually immune to lightning though. We can't see it because we haven't got the scan ability yet. But it should be fine. Go back to Cloud, use focus thrust, use thunder so that we're still pressuring it. Use thunder again. Oh, he's out of this, so we'll use an ether on Barret. And then we can use thunder once he's got his ATB back. Yep, so we'll use thunder. We'll use focus thrust to increase his pressure. So he should be staggered again. Do as much damage as we can. Braver. So now I'm pretty sure it'll start the next phase.
Watch the tail.
with the warning symbol. As it just said, if you want to pause, you can pause, but you can't block that. So with this, take cover behind this, and then we can attack it afterwards. Now it is pretty generous with time, so it's not too bad. So now, just carry on.
Get ready.
Just make Barrett use Thunder again. And the Infi, you'll kind of learn the abilities as it goes, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to use Barrett to secure Cloud. And then I kind of want to... Oh, this is not good. But yeah, I'll use Barrett to pressure. And then... can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'll use Barrett to pressure, then I'll use my limit, because then we're doing big damage. If it all goes to plan. So I'm just gonna... Oh, we need to hide again.
Tail laser. I see it. Then take cover already.
Now, get in there and do some damage.
Use Thunder again.
This is gonna
I think I'm going to charge my ATV and then just give Cloud Phoenix down because he didn't hide properly. Use items, Phoenix down, Cloud.
Hey, you really gonna make me deal with this on my own?
So carry on. Put Thunder on him again.
Give him hell.
So I need Barrett to cure me.
Find cover and hunker down.
So actually I'll just use a potion for now. Yep, that's fine.
No holding back.
He's pressured, so we'll stagger him. And then we'll limit, which should do pretty big damage as well. The main thing is just learning its abilities, which obviously it will take time. You might not even beat it first time, but it's just basically learning. Same as all of the enemies.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening.
So the best thing to do is destroy the legs,
It's down.
because then it'll pressure it.
Rain hell on it.
You can focus thrust to increase this. So almost staggered already. Staggered now. We'll charge up our ATV, use Braver, and should end it.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
Ha! You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
So yeah, we selected 20 minutes, but we don't really need to rush. Just make our way back for it. We are still going to face enemies as well. We have got pretty low health at the minute. So when I get back up here, I'll use an item. So yeah, I'll use a potion to get my health back. And yeah, we can carry on.
Tough, but doable. Shit. That it?
It doesn't take too long to leave the facility as well. And you don't even fight many things. Pretty sure it's only like 3 battles.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably.
So best thing to do, all the boxes that you see in, just break them.
I think I see an exit. Come on.
Because it's going to be worth it, especially early game. Once you get later on, if you got cure or higher levels of cure, you don't really use potions much.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
But of course, for now, we need as much as we can get, especially now that Barrett's not in our party anymore.
We're running out of time!
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us the way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
Ex-Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
I feel like with the original Final Fantasy, it is definitely worth playing.
Cool it.
I know that it might not appeal to a modern audience, but I did a big playthrough. And currently playing it again, and I've just got to the Forgotten Chapel. Or the Forgotten Temple. And people that know how that game went down know exactly what happened there. So it's definitely worth a playthrough. Unless you would rather just play the trilogy as it comes. Because I know that a lot of people would rather do that as well. Which is fine as well. Because I know this game is like very modern now. But of course, it's however people want to play it.
Heads up, we got a whole lot of cover.
No shit. It's That's that.
The good thing about focuses as well, you can travel long distances with it.
All done.
And I'm going to get to an enemy which I find so annoying. It's the shock troopers. Because they can dodge loads of attacks. I think we find them here. I think these guys are weak against thunder as well. But these, you should definitely counter when they're attacking you. So you just fire on them. And he just dodged it anyway. If we guard when he's coming for an attack, we'll counter, then we can just go back at him. And that should be that really.
Sure you could. Give me a break.
So I'll use Barrett, use Overcharge. Let's finish them off. Go back to Cloud, into punch mode. I'll guard just in case. Now I can finish this guy. Get with the stagger. Use Barrett. I can thunder the other sentry while it's over there. I can use fire. He's just attacks, you can't dodge it. And yeah, we used Beat the Fire, it just showed weakness. And of course, it's going to take a lot to get used to the game.
Sure you could.
But, you know, it's pretty easy. And if you need it to be easier, there's always the easy difficulty.
sir. Come on!
Doors open.
So yeah, there isn't much left now of this little bit, because this bit is all part of the demo. So if you need to play it, you can do.
Believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh. Watch out for live
So yeah,
wires. They're
chapter 1
everywhere.
complete.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that. And soon.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far.
Probably the best thing about this game is like the little details,
That's about as good a place as any.
especially the lighting.
I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
And now we're going to be introduced to the city of Midgar.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 8...
No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, 'cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your fees. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home!
So, from that Mako explosion, it's obviously destroyed this whole area.
Train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
Hey. I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
So obviously Barrett had healing before, but we can equip it now. So now we can have both. And as we progress, we will get more slots to equip more abilities with.
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
The way that we unlock better abilities is through weapons. We won't have any in this chapter, but going forwards we will get more. And then we can do stronger attacks. Now in this area you can go around and get items and stuff, but it's just potions and I don't really feel like we need them at the minute because we've got loads. So I'm not gonna waste time by doing all that.
couldn't be. But then...
I'm thinking as well, maybe once I finish this game, because all of this is kind of stuff that you figure out when you play other games like Crisis Core, because Crisis Core is set before these events. So there's loads of little things, because Final Fantasy VII has such a big story. Like for the PS2, there was a game called Dirge of Cerberus, where you were a different character. He was kind of like a vampire, who was a lab experiment as well. But the story in Final Fantasy VII is so big. So yeah, after this I might play Crisis Core, do a playthrough of that, because I'm playing that at the minute. I've not completed it, and it'd be good for me to complete it and then do a similar thing to what I'm doing now, just to kind of show you the best ways of and how to be the most efficient with it.
You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud. Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown burned so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard! Yeah!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. Alright. You got this.
I'm not quite sure how long chapter 2 is. I feel like it might be a similar kind of length. But I wouldn't say I'm going to rush through it. I'm going to show you where you've got your collectibles, because there is material that you can find just lay on the floor. Also, a control, if you press L2 on the PS5 or PS4 version, you'll get different maps. So you can have a mini map, nothing, or you can have the kind of compass at the top. So if you need to follow anything, I'll keep the map on just in case you need to follow. I feel like that might be easier.
What a mess.
The reactor. It just...
Things like treasure chests that have potions and stuff, I'm not really going to go out of my way to show you, but things where you pick up materia or weapons and stuff like that, I'll show you where those are. It's just I don't think potions are that beneficial. Plus you can always find it for yourself.
Where's the mayor when we need him?
So here's the girl that we've seen in the movie at the start.
What's going on?
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case... it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to self...
Help me! What are they?
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Sword on the ground! Right now!
With that 2 option, I don't actually know what the other one does, but I'm guessing you don't get the flower. And the flower kind of has some story elements to it in the next chapter.
Let's go.
So I'm not actually quite sure what it does, but if you want to, you can always choose the other option. So the enemies are also going to be a little bit tougher now. Obviously not that bad, but we can use fire. Use it on the grenader because they shoot grenades. Obviously, fire is what they're weak against. So yeah, on the map there is a materia here. So I'm just gonna keep fire and healing at the minute because those are the more important ones. Another thing to note is with your counter, if you press triangle just before they attack, then you can also counter. You don't have to be holding R1 to guard against it. As long as you just change, then it'll also counter. So with the power risk guards, those will give us extra strength. So if we go into our materia, let's go into us, and then gives us our first accessory. Bronze bangle, that gives us health points. This gives us, like it says, increases strength by 5%, and our sword. There will be another materia somewhere else. I just don't want to miss it. I think it's in this area that we haven't been, so I'll run back to there. Because it gives us extra health points. before we met Aerith, this area we couldn't get to it. Because if you tried to, it would have blocked it off. Which is why I didn't try and go to it.
That's that.
With him. Counter this. Focus thrust, and then see if we can just kill him with this.
Was never in doubt.
There should be some materia here. So health points. So we go back down. No, there's going to just be waves of enemies right now. The main thing, just keep the attack going.
Get ready.
I'm just going for a second. Down to this. Do braver.
You're done.
Now, if we see some grenaders, then the one over there, just cast fire. I'm going to use Cure while we're here. And it's these shock troopers again. So, main thing, just guard, be able to counter. Focus thrust, get the pressure gauge up.
Anytime now.
Counter him, we'll just kill him normally.
That's that. Enough.
Counter this. Do the thrust, do braver, and we're dead. I think now, no, it's just these last wave of enemies, then we can leave the area.
Calling fire. Get ready. That's that.
Yep, there we go. We go to this ladder.
But the rooftops look clear.
Over there! Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Close call.
Be advised! Target approaching residential area! Seal all action immediately!
Target sighted! Get him!
Just keep following it around. Chest here, and go down the ladder to our left. We can also change this now, so we should get more health. So bronze bangle just gives us a bit, and this one gives us a bit more defense. So we'll equip that. Did it give us an extra materia slot? I don't think. Oh, it did. So now this materia, we can have health points by 10%, or when we dodge, it does an area attack. I'm gonna go for health points. Feels more important right now. And also going to heal a bit. Just gonna use a potion, so I'm not using my MP.
Don't underestimate him.
So you want to be careful with the shielded guys. The best thing to do about them is to use fire. And because it's fire, it explodes on impact. Things about thunder, it's only a single target, but fire, it will spread. Especially if you've got a group of enemies using fire, or equivalent, so like Fyra or Faraga. That'll also do bigger AoE.
Confirmed! Target has entered residential area! All lockdown is in effect! All units, target!
You're mine now!
It's over.
The Moogle medal is kind of a currency that you see later on in chapter 8, so the more you can find, the better, because the more things that you can get. Of course, we don't really need to worry about that too much right now. With these, because they got shields, if you're also guarding and they attack you, you'll break the guard like momentarily. Then you can fight them. Also, they're dead now. Just fire again. On closer. AoE. Finish this guy off. So yeah, just using your abilities to make it as easy as possible. Now I'm just guarding, waiting for an attack. Because it's got the warning sign, we can't guard against it. Just gonna use fire again. Get rid of his thing. Braver, kill him. Yeah, we'll just finish this guy off as well.
Not bad.
Get some MPU back. And get a few. I think it's a potion. High potion. Because we've got kind of a mini boss here now, so just as much MP as we can get.
End of the life, bud! I'm gonna enjoy this!
Now, they're all weak against fire. So, of course, when we've got enough, we can just, you know, use fire because it is AoE. But first I'm going to heal myself. And then against these, I'm going to use fire, which should... Oh, we moved a bit towards us. But if they all stayed together, we could have done a big AoE. So the guy with a red shield is kind of the mini-boss. And he will still guard against attacks. Best thing to do about him is if you've not got the NP, then just use fire, because it will break his defenses for a second. But just use fire now, because they're all clumped together. Use fire again on him. So broke it. If I can just get a bit of ATB, maybe focus striking while he's pressured. So I'll wait until I get 2 ATB. Counter this. He's stunned me for now. I'll use fire.
I'm waiting.
Wait till he attacks again. Okay, focus strike. Does this, and then braver. Big damage.
Move in! Don't let him escape! HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure.
Wait! I know that.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
Michael. You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy? wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in. Head for the front of the train over there.
Due to an explosion at Mako Reactor 1, an emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
Hope the others made it.
Wow, who'd have thunk there'd be people riding in the freight cars?
Stop that right now!
With this game as well, I got the DLC, you know, the Integrate with other characters. So I'm not sure when abouts I'll play that. I'm not sure whether I should complete the main game or if I should play it up until the point that the DLC starts within the story.
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world!
That's right!
That is the Shinra Creed!
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
So, talk to him now. It's not store related. Just need to wait for Jessie. We speak to her to move the story forwards.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Sweetheart.
Glad you're home.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Goodness.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way.
Hot damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys! Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Oh, right.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
So now we're in chapter 3, of course. Did chapter 1 and 2, and I'm just going to leave it there, because chapter 3 is a pretty long one. It's where you get introduced to a bunch of side quests. There's lots of story elements in it as well. So if you've made it this far into the video, and you've enjoyed what you've seen, then I would genuinely appreciate a like. If you want to subscribe as well, then you're free to do so. And I'm not going to promote this very much, but I also make music, so I'll leave a link to my latest song, which is the piano piece, in the description if you're interested. It's on all kinds of stuff. It's on Spotify, Apple Tunes, it's on YouTube as well, so I'll leave a link where you can access all of that as well. But I just want to thank you for watching. I've had a good time like revisiting it from the start of the game, and I'll try and get another video out soon to progress in the more chapters. So yeah, if you like what you've seen, give us a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.